Mr. Donovan.
The gentleman from New York is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman and Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of H.R. 3878, the Strengthening Cybersecurity Information Sharing and Coordination in Our Ports Act of 2015. This bill, by my friend Representative Torres, contains an amendment I offered at committee, which makes an important change to the Maritime Transportation Security Act of 2002. More than $1.3 trillion worth of cargo travels through the U.S. ports each year, making them a truly critical part of our nation's infrastructure. Any disruption or slowdown of activity could have a tremendous impact on the entire economy, costing billions of dollars every day. Ensuring the security of our maritime infrastructure is a complex task, and one that falls primarily on the United States Coast Guard. However, while the Coast Guard has the history and expertise to provide physical security, its mission of ensuring that our maritime infrastructure is safe from cyber threats is still evolving. Currently, the Maritime Transportation Security Act of 2002 requires vessels and port facilities to conduct vulnerability assessments and develop security plans for physical security, access controls, procedural security measures, and communication systems. My amendment in committee added cybersecurity to that list. This addition will make it crystal clear that the Coast Guard has specific authority to require maritime vessels and facilities to incorporate cybersecurity into their assessments and plans. The need for this change and the underlying legislation was highlighted during a hearing before the Border and Maritime Security Subcommittee on the topic of cybersecurity at our nation's ports. In that hearing, we heard how a range of actors, from narcotics traffickers to terrorist organizations and even nation-states, could exploit cyber vulnerabilities at our ports for the purposes of smuggling illicit materials or causing severe economic disruption. This legislation will ensure that we are better prepared to respond to the growing cyber threat to our nation's maritime infrastructure. I thank Representative Torres for offering this legislation, for accepting my amendment at committee, and urge my colleagues to support the bill. I yield the remainder of my time, Mr. Speaker.
The gentleman yields back.